Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so excited for you to be spending time with us and for sharing your energy and space. I'm so happy to have you. If you are returning, thank you so much for your love and support. I appreciate you being here. I'm so grateful to you, and you make what I do possible. So thank you so much. Really quickly, guys, before we jump into the reading, I just wanted to say that if you are following me already, you may notice from my previous videos that I mentioned how my one-to-one readings for each zodiac sign may not be possible for me to do until October, just because of life circumstances that have become very overwhelming recently. But we're going to just brute force through all of these readings, because the truth is I have been restless. I have quite literally been losing sleep. Just the energy shifts have been extremely palpable to me, and I feel like you guys deserve to have your own individualized readings, and we're just going to go ahead and do it. I feel drawn. I feel like this is what I need to be doing, and so let's go ahead and do it. So these readings, okay, are not restricted to time frames. So if you're here, there's something here that you can take away from the reading, something that will help you. All right. These readings are not limited to just love or just finance and career. My intention with these readings are to be able to provide you messages that address whatever it is you're inquiring about, whatever is on your mind, whatever is in your heart. If the message resonates, then you'll know that it's your story. Otherwise, if it doesn't resonate, do not make it your story. If it doesn't fit, then it doesn't fit. Okay, if it does though, and you'd like some more clarification and guidance, we will be doing an extended reading after this one. I will leave the link in the description box below, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section. I will also include a link to my personal booking system, so that way if you do want something that's more individualized, something that is a little bit more relevant to your life circumstances, then we can go ahead and do that as well, and you can do that through the link provided down below. All right, so let's go and get this started, Aquarius. What is going on? We're going to first pull some energy for what your situation could be looking like, right? The main theme, the theme that you are looking at right now. Right? Is this a crossroad for you, or are you healing, or are you in unfamiliar territory and you're trying to see through the fog? What's going on with you? What's going on overall is the general overarching energy, Aquarius. Then we'll do the Celtic cross spread like I usually do, with clarification, and then we will follow up with advice. Okay, with additional oracle cards. We'll do advice as well before hopping into the extended reading. What's going on for Aquarius, please? What's going on for Aquarius, please? Okay. Desert passage. Trust that there's a divine plan. Underneath is Journey by Moonlight. Believe in magic. So for some of you, you are connecting with a Pisces. Yes, for some of you, you are connecting with a Pisces. Okay, because they also got Journey by Moonlight. So Desert Passage, trust that there's a divine plan. So sometimes when we're in uncharted territory, okay, when you're in the desert, for example, there's no resources around you. You have just whatever it is that you are carrying on your person, or whatever becomes available out of nowhere, right? In the desert, it's barren, it's a wasteland, there's nothing available to you. It's easy when you're out in the middle of nowhere to lose faith. It's easy when you don't have any resources in sight to believe that none will ever come to you. And I feel like that's where you might be right now, Aquarius, especially if you are connecting with a Pisces. You might be feeling, just because the word journey comes to mind, Journey by Moonlight, right? So you guys could, I'm also getting Cancerian energy. But for some of you who are in a partnership with a Pisces, or very just deeply connected with a Pisces, there's something here that you feel like you guys are in separation, okay? You guys are in separation, or you feel separate from them. You feel like maybe you guys are connected, but they are not providing what it is you are providing, right? There's a mismatch here in how you guys are approaching each other, and you feel, Aqua, like you want more than this person is willing to give. But overall, this is about believing that there is something here for you, even though you feel like there isn't, okay? It's about seeking, not just, it's twofold, because either there is a lesson that you're supposed to learn in this situation, one that you haven't already learned, or if you have already learned it, but you're just kind of stagnant, it's kind of like the divine's way of saying, all right, well, are you going to look left now? Are you going to look right now? Like, you are looking at the same picture over and over and over again, but I'm showing you these people here off to the side. So I would say, Aqua, now is the time to either ask yourself, what lessons are available in this situation that I haven't learned yet? what is available to me, right? What blessing in disguise is this? What blessing in disguise is this presenting me? And is the blessing in disguise being presented to me in this situation or outside this situation, and I've just been oblivious to this outside situation because I've been so focused on this situation that quite literally does not serve me. Okay, so that's what we're looking at right here. Now what's going on with you, Aquarius? What's going on with you, Aquarius? You guys are on a journey though, Aquarius. If you are connected with a Pisces, you guys are definitely they're at a point right now where they see an opportunity for bliss, but they're not sure if they're ready to charge towards it just yet. So if you are connecting with a Pisces, or if you have Pisces in your chart and that sounds like you, go ahead and take a look. Okay, go ahead and take a look. There might be something valuable for you there. I mean, I count on it. Definitely count on it. You know, I don't really believe in coincidences these days. Everything is meant to be. So if this is your energy and this is their energy, or this is all your energy, then take it. Page of Cups, this also appeared in the Pisces reading. All right, Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could be an offer of some kind, but I can't help but feel like maybe there's a healthy dose of skepticism. Hanged Man, more Piscean energy. So for some of you, this is a Pisces that you're dealing with, Aqua. Okay, otherwise this is about an emotional offering that was given to you, or a creative offering that was given to you that wasn't the magnitude you were wanting, and so you're looking at it, you're kind of holding off on accepting or rejecting this offer because you're considering whether this is something that you can work with. You know, is it something that you can sacrifice for? Are you willing to sacrifice the fact that this isn't what you want because it's kind of what you want but not 100%, you know? But you haven't accepted nor denied anything. You're kind of looking at it in a different way, asking yourself a variety of questions, putting yourself through a bunch of hypotheticals and just saying, okay, well, am I willing to stay with this, or should I go? Because again, it's kind of like that lack mentality. You're having a hard time imagining that there's something better that awaits you. And so should you settle for what you have? Because if you don't settle for what you have, you might end up with less later, right? It's like that. It's that lack mentality. There's abundance all around you. There's abundance on its way to you, but you're having a hard time believing that, right? Okay, I was about to take a card out. Let's go ahead and let's get this cut. Let's get this cut. Okay, one more shuffle, and then we'll cut and we'll do it. Aqua, aqua, aqua. Six of Swords. You guys are definitely dealing with a Pisces. Six of Swords came out for Pisces as well. Either that or you have Pisces very strong in your chart. Okay? But this is very similar energy across the board. Overarching energy here is death. Okay, so you could be connecting as well with a Scorpio, and there was an offer that you received from a Scorpio that you're trying to change the way you feel about it, but you really can't. Like, you know what you want, you know what you deserve, and what this person is offering you it's not on par. Right? And this offer doesn't have to be romantic. It could be in friends. It could be, you know, at work. It could be a creative, you know, for Cups, guys, just so that you know, Cups, water is not just emotional. It is creative. It is imaginative. Okay? So when we're talking about work, we're talking about creative expression, creative license. We're talking about imagination and your ability within the workplace to produce something of your own creation. Okay? So whatever this is that this person is offering, or this corporation is offering you, this certain amount of creative license that they're willing to give you, this autonomy, is not 100%. Okay, you're not really impressed here with what you're being offered overall across the board, whatever or whoever it is that you're connecting with. Okay, you're feeling uncertain. Okay, you want happiness, and you could have sworn you saw it when you first approached this person, place, or thing. You could be connecting with a Taurus or a Libra. You could have sworn it. When you think about this person, or you think about how you first viewed this situation, you wanted abundance, you wanted a family, you wanted everything. You wanted the happily ever after, you wanted, you know, you wanted perfection, you wanted what you imagined was there. Okay? But something may have happened recently where you questioned whether your advancement forward was really worth it, okay? Because coming in, you've got a new opportunity in love. Okay? Because you see yourself as, sorry, I think I have a mosquito in my room. Yeah, it's beautiful. Because you see yourself, you know, as determined to have what you want the way you want it. And to do that, you've been giving more thought into the future. You've been giving more thought into what it is you want, right? You know you want commitment. You know you want something real. And you know what's great is that that is in your outcome. Your outcome here is the Hierophant, okay? So you will be getting commitment, but however, what's coming in for you, okay? The only way you can really have this commitment here is if you are willing to let go of that which does not work and allow yourself to accept whatever this opportunity from the divine is, okay? This is a brand new beginning. Okay, this is a brand new beginning. So right off the bat, you guys could be dealing with a Cancer, a Pisces, a very strong Pisces here, a strong Taurus, Libra, very, very strong Taurus. Taurus and Pisces here are the strongest. Yes, because they're represented twice. Taurus and Pisces are represented twice. So both are present. Okay, but we've got very strong Libra, very strong Aquarius, very strong Leo, Aries, Sag, strong Scorpio. Okay. Let's see. My nose is itching. That's a good sign, guys. Oh, Jesus. Let's see. Let's see. Aqua, aqua, aqua. Here we go. Overarching energy. 7 of Swords, okay? So be very careful because someone here is cutting corners. Either you're cutting corners, the person that you're connecting with is cutting corners, but there's a temptation here of not doing something the right way. There's a temptation here of holding back the truth, of wearing a false mask, of making it seem like everything is okay when in fact it's really not okay. So make sure that you're not doing that to yourself, Aquarius. For others of you where you're not putting on a false mask and you're coming off as a very straight shooter and you're saying it as, you're telling this person how it is, you're telling them what you want, they could be telling you that they are willing to give you what you want, even though so far, action-wise, you haven't quite seen that. You're like, okay, well, you're telling me that you want what I want, that you're willing to give me what I want the way I want, but at the same time, I'm noticing that you hesitate with every move. You're not present. You don't pay attention to me. Listen to that, okay? Because someone here is not being honest. With the Moon card, yeah, with the Moon card, okay, you've got the Moon card being clarified by the 4 of Wands. Someone is painting a picture that they can provide stability or that you guys can have something stable, but you know better, Aqua. You know better, okay? Even if this was Piscean Cancer energy, the Moon card is still that illusionary energy. It's not really, you're not too sure if this is something you can actually do. For others of you, this is about being in the same cycle over and over again and really not progressing to a higher level. The Moon is about stagnance, right? It moves in cycles. It moves in cycles, right? The same cycles over and over and over again, right? Predictable, right? The Moon is very predictable. So with the 4 of Wands, it's like you guys have gone through the same motions, the same cycles, the same promises, the same stuff, right? Someone here has been feeding you the same dreams over and over again about what this stability, what this next step might look like, and yet it never gets anywhere. It never gets anywhere. So you're confused, you're anxious, maybe even a little bit depressed. You know, you're like, oh, but you know, your challenge with the 10 of Cups and the Knight of Swords, okay, it's like your challenge here is moving towards this 10 of Cups, talking and being a little bit more aggressive, right? The challenge is about how can you actually pursue this 10 of Cups. But the thing is, you can't pursue fulfillment. You can't pursue fulfillment with another person if they don't put in too. So you're in this crossroads right now, Aqua, where you need the participation of the person you're connecting with, but they're not participating. And so you're starting to realize that the wool is being removed from your eyes, and you're realizing, yeah, on your mind with the Empress being clarified by the 10 of Wands, you're realizing that this is a little bit too much, right? That there's a strain now being placed around this dream. There's a strain now being placed around this future that you had envisioned, right? There's a version of yourself even, for some of you, where this is not another person, this is just a situation, right? There's stability that you could have sworn was there, a perfect happily ever after that you could have sworn was there. A certain level of abundance you could have sworn would be available to you, and it's not, and it's made you wonder. You know, this is on your mind, right? With the Empress and the 10 of Wands, there's too much pressure surrounding whether or not this could happen. And if this is a Taurus or a Libra, right, this person could feel like they're under pressure. But overall, there's a lot of pressure surrounding whether or not you can have this with this person, right? In your heart space, you have the Ten of Wands again. So you have the Ten of Wands on your mind, and then in your heart space, you have the Ten of Wands as well with the World card. So there's a lot of pressure surrounding the ending of something. Now, Aqua, I will say it again. If you are connected with a Pisces, they're kind of in a similar situation where they know an ending needs to be brought about in order for them to progress to something better. Okay, you guys could be kind of on similar wavelengths, but you're going in opposite directions. You want to hold on to them, and they may want to let something go. But a new beginning here needs to start. That's the thing that you guys both have in common. So take a look if you're connecting with a Pisces, or if you're at odds. Because if you have Pisces in your chart, then your issue is that you're at a crossroads and you're not sure whether you should go towards the new thing or the old thing. Okay, so that's the situation. So we're going to keep clarifying, but I'm just throwing that out there. In your heart space, there's something very difficult surrounding the ending of a cycle. Okay, for some of you, you know, this is definitely, there's an ending here surrounding, you know, just how many ways you can close this cycle off. How do you do it, right? Maybe you've tried over and over again to close this cycle, and you haven't been victorious, right? In the recent past, you had the Two of Swords with a star. So it's like you had faith. You had faith in the recent past that you guys could work towards something if you just dedicated yourself well enough. But that's why you're in a situation now where you're not, you know, nothing that you've been wanting to work towards with this person or with this company, right? Emotionally, creatively, whatever the situation is for you, there's nothing here that has been actively created or worked towards. Nothing has changed. Everything has been at a standstill, but you have kept the faith that you guys can, with enough work and enough diligence, be able to get to that point of leveling up. But everything up until now has completely left you doubtful. Okay, coming in, you've got the Ace of Cups with the Hierophant, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, so Aquarius, your best bet here is to be single. Single from the situation, okay, because this is a brand new beginning. It's one thing to have the Nine of Pentacles, because you can have the Nine of Pentacles as a way of kind of telling you to focus on yourself, but while still in a connection. But this is talking about, you know, if you want a commitment, then you're going to have to look elsewhere. There's a new beginning here. Okay, you've got two aces with the Hierophant. For me, the Ace of Wands talks about creation. Okay, with the Ace of Cups is an opportunity in new love. All right, so you have an opportunity here to have a real connection with somebody, a real commitment with somebody. And if you want a real commitment, is what I'm getting, then you need to give yourself the opportunity to heal from this situation and move on from it. Someone here is just not, like, you are more ready than this person is to be able to have something. If you want new love, then you need to let go of the old love. And for those of you where this is career and finance, the same thing. If you want a new, if you want creative license, if you want to enjoy what you do, if you want financial abundance, you need to let go of your job. You need to let go of this career path. Like, you're on the same stage, and it's like you're on a hamster wheel. Like, you're just, okay, well, if I work harder and I hate my job, if I work harder, and oh, I hate my job, if I work harder, if I work more hours, you need to scrap it, Aqua. You really, like, and again, like, take it as it resonates. For those of you where this is hitting home, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is, you know, you've been in the same stuff. People have been feeding you the same lies, the same promises of, no, I'll give you that raise, or no, you'll do better, like, do this project, do this whatever. No, Aqua. Like, you've given it your best shot you truly have, and you created this vision, but the thing is, your vision and what the potential of this situation can offer you is not the same, and your vision exists outside of this situation. You need to eliminate this, give yourself a fighting chance to accept the gifts that the universe is literally dropping into your lap, and you're gonna be really surprised by how quickly this happens. Okay, you're gonna be very surprised by how quickly this happens. You see yourself as ready to even the scales. Okay, the King of Wands is somebody who is very determined, very ambitious, someone who, they just shake things up. You know, they're not really considering people's feelings at this point. They're not really doing what's logical. They're cutting their way through everything. They're burning bridges. They're doing like, they think, if you know anyone who's an Aries, or just a fire sign in general, but Aries especially, gods of war, right? They do not care. They take what's theirs and they say, listen, I'll worry about the repercussions later, but for now, I'm taking what's mine. So Aqua, you're feeling, okay, you could be connected with a Libra or a Leo, Aries, Sag. But you are definitely feeling very, very determined to even things out, balance things out. Okay, if it means you have to hurt feelings, and you have to hurt feelings, you're being strategic though. That's the thing with Libran energy here and the Hierophant being here twice. You're not being reckless about it, but you are using this motivation and this desire in your belly to push forth any kind of doubts that might have kept you tethered to this situation in the first place. You're not holding on anymore. Yeah, in the environment, 3 of Wands with the Moon card, you're trying to see through the fog. For some of you, where this is a Pisces or a Cancer, you're thinking about what this future is going to look like. You're waiting to hear back. Again, for those of you, you could be in separation with a Pisces or a Cancer. You're waiting to hear back. But again, with the Moon, I'm getting cyclic energy again, where it's like you've been waiting for a long time to hear from this person. You've been waiting for a long time, and you have now in your vicinity these blessings that are coming in for you. And if you wait too long, you could miss out. This person, if this person wanted this with you, you wouldn't have to wait like this. There's somebody here that's going to be entering your vicinity who is going to bring you real stability, real commitment, a real love, passion, right? Passion. You've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. That's passion, that's attraction. Ace of Cups is emotional depth. Okay, so you guys are going to not only be attracted to each other sexually, physically, and all that good stuff, but you guys are going to be on the same emotional level, the same maturity. Emotionally. Okay, now your fear here is the Star with the 3 of Cups. So your fear here, okay, if you're dealing with another Aquarius, your fear here is that this Aquarius that you're connecting with is going to be happy that you're not going to be with them, that there is no reunion, right? Maybe you're if you're connected with an Aquarius, you're afraid that they're going to find, if you kind of teeter on narcissism, Aqua. I'm not calling you out per se, but we all have dark sides. If you teeter on kind of suffocating your counterpart, you kind of teeter on of feeding off their energy for your own. Your fear here is that they're going to rejoice with their friends, and they're going to reconnect, and essentially they're going to build their life back up, and they're going to heal. All right, but for others of you, you feel with this fear there's a distance between where you are and when you're going to reunite, or when you will when you will unite with somebody who makes you feel good. Right? Your fear is that the distance, the journey is just too damn long. Some of you are afraid that you'll never reunite with this person ever. Right? So if you seize this opportunity that's coming in, you are not going to have the space in your life to accommodate this person. But that's you holding the energetic space, Aqua. You don't need to be doing that right now. Like, you've been holding the energetic space for a long time, and this person hasn't returned to you in the way that you needed them to, right? I'm seeing here that you are not supposed to hold the energetic space anymore. That's exactly why the universe is giving you these new opportunities. Okay? If you're in some type of twin flame union, you believe, right? If you're in some type of twin flame, death just showed up again. If you're in a twin flame union, or if you're in some type of union, some type of partnership, all right, you could be doing that runner chaser type of, you might have that dynamic going on where the person you're connecting with has kind of left the building, and you're holding on, waiting for them to come back, and they haven't shown back up. And in the meantime, you're not really living your life, because what happens now if you live your life and they're not around, or they show up and now you don't have space for them? The thing is, I'm not seeing them come back. Like, and if they do come back, it's not to offer you a level up. It's not to offer you a new beginning. It's not to offer you true commitment. It's just to give you more of the same. And you know this, Aqua. That's the thing. That's what's frustrating about this, is that you know this, but you're holding on out of habit. Now, coming in as your potential outcome, right, is the Hierophant, Death, the 5 of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Okay. So for some of you, this is a Taurus, this is a Scorpio, somebody who you would be connecting with. But in order for you to come out of feeling, in order for you to have the kind of commitment it is that you want, you have to come out of this lack mentality, which is exactly what we were talking about. You know intuitively what is good for you in this situation. You know that this is not going anywhere right now. You have to get rid of this mindset that says, if I leave now and I pursue something else, I will never have something better than this connection. That is false, because right now this connection is giving you nothing but grief. This connection is giving you nothing but grief. It's making you look at yourself different, right? It's making you question what you know, like whether or not you're worth this, you know, whether you're worth what you desire. Right, every now and then, Aqua, it's almost like you're asking yourself if what you want even exists, and it's like you're convincing yourself to keep your standards low because you want to accommodate this person. You're like, oh, I'll never have better than this connection, so I'll just stay here and wait for them. No, no, Aqua, you're a queen, you're a king. Get out there. Find a real counterpart. Honestly, these connections are beautiful, okay? But you have to remember, what's yours is yours and will be yours forever. So if this person is meant to be in your life, believe me, the divine will find a way to fit that person in your life. They will force that person, and there will be no backing out for you or the other person, right? And that is just the way it is. You know what I'm talking about. You know it's true. If this person is not meant to be with you, there is nothing in this world that you can do, no amount of law of attraction you could do to attract this person back into your life. They are here for as long as they are supposed to stay, and when they leave, they are supposed to be gone. And that is a hard truth. That is a hard pill that we all must swallow. Okay? That is advice that is hard for me to take, and it's my advice, right? So, but this right here is saying that in order for you to open yourself up to true commitment, open yourself to a true partnership, you have to eliminate this lack mentality that you've got going on here. And you know intuitively that this person, because you guys have that telepathy thing going on. That's the thing I'm seeing for you guys. This is like a real close connection. Okay? You know this person is not coming back for a while. So you need to just kind of get settled in and enjoy your time. Date if you feel like it, and if not, just stop. At the very least, stop worrying about what they're doing. Stop wondering when they're gonna call. Just stop. Because mentally, you're ruining yourself. Mentally, you're setting your standards so low that it's like, let's just say in a month they could come back and say, hey, I want to be with you now, and by the way, I'm not gonna respect you, and I'm gonna want everything done my way. You'll be like, okay, well, I've been waiting this long, so yeah. Aqua, come on, you're better than that. Seriously, you are. Don't do that. You deserve more than this person has been giving you. This person hasn't been giving you anything. Okay? And again, for those of you where this is career and finance, same thing. You've been planning for the future. You've been waiting for the same. You've been waiting for the results. You've been waiting for a really good commitment. And when I say good commitment, I mean like something that you are willing to commit yourself to, because the work that you put in, the investment that you make of time, energy, and resource is worth what you get repaid in, right? Not just monetarily, but in terms of what you are able to do creatively and what you're able to do when you are on the job, if it's fulfilling to you. Okay? The only way you can open yourself up to that type of corporation, that type of company, that type of position, right? With the Hierophant, this is a business though. In order for you to open yourself up and make yourself available to this kind of opportunity, you have to stop telling yourself that the job you have is the best one that you're going to get, and you need to seize this opportunity, because we have the Nine of Pentacles coming in for you, which talks about abundance, financial abundance. So on the one hand, you're believing that you can't get a better job than the one you have, and so you're sucking it up because it sucks, but you're like, I want this job. It provides me stability. But the thing is, you have to think about sustainability. You can't sustain this level of hatred for this job, or this type of discontent with this job forever. At some point, you're going to hate your life, because you are just going to be dreading going to work even on your days off. You have a job here that's coming in, or an opportunity here that's coming in, that will allow you not only to be financially stable, okay, but give you an opportunity here to really feel amazing. Now, here's the thing, for those of you where this is finance, this will be a little bit of a pay cut, not a lot though. It's still the Nine of Pentacles. You won't be the Empress per se, but the Nine of Pentacles is still a significant card in terms of gain and material wealth. And the thing is, the more you love what you do, the more work you put in, the more you'll get back. And forget it. If you have the kind of creative license and autonomy here, which I see that you're going to have, you can create something, kind of press the button, let it run itself, and be making passive income, depending on what this is for you. Okay? It's amazing how resourceful we become for the jobs we love, right? So take that as it resonates, Aqua. But this right here, with death twice, there's an ending that you have to start closing this up, Aqua. You have to start closing this up. Again, if this person, yeah, here we go. I already know. Take the lead and reclaim your power. What were we just saying? What were we just saying, Aqua? Okay, reclaim your power, take the lead. Now is not the time to hold the energetic space for anyone or anything. Now is not the time to be waiting for someone to save you. Now is not the time for waiting for someone else to act right or for something to make itself available. You need to cut all this out. Death twice. Something here is over. The weight of some kind is over. All right, someone here is not saying it to you with words, they're saying it to you with actions. They haven't shown up. They've been doing a lot of this maybe for some of you where you're not in complete separation, right? This person will kind of feed you a line and say, oh yeah, I'll be there in like a week or two or whatever. And then they never show up. And it's like just enough to keep you mentally wrapped up in the situation, you know? And then in the meantime, physically, they're not doing anything. They're not making advancements. They're not, you know, they're not an active participant in this situation. Now is the time for you to reclaim your power. The Panther card is a 44, right? Stag Spirit, what is it? With the 58 is 13, reduces to a 4. So you've got 4, 4, 4 here between Stag Spirit and Panther Spirit. Take the lead, which to me reads as like the Emperor card, which considering it's a 4 would be the Emperor, right? Panther Spirit is Emperor twice, right? It's like a more spiritual version. Reclaim your power and take the lead. Now is not the time to be following anybody, Aqua. Now is the time to stand in your power and you know, separate yourself for a while. This doesn't mean that this is the end of the situation. Like this, it doesn't mean that this is the end of your connection or the end of your friendships that you've made or the end of, you know what I'm saying? Like endings can be intimidating and bittersweet. I'm not saying that this is going to be the end of everything you've known as you know it. That's not what I'm saying. However, this situation in its isolation, okay, has not been serving you, and you deserve more, and it's coming in for you, so you need to release this. Stop waiting is what I'm saying. Stop waiting to be yanked out of this. Stop waiting for some like ginormous, you know, shoe to drop and make the decision for you, and you have to really pull yourself up by your bootstraps and make this executive decision on your own. This is not the kind of decision that the tower is going to come down on itself. The divine is going, you know, like the person that you're connected to is going to come in and say, you know what, Aqua, I don't want to be with you. Or the job of your dreams would be like, you know what, Aqua, you're a failure and we wouldn't even be interested in you. Because it's easy to wash your hands of that and be like, oh, well, I was rejected and I didn't really, you know, okay. Because you didn't have to do anything to earn that. It's easy to just be rejected and be like, okay, I processed it. Okay, great. I kind of already knew that. Goodbye. You know, it's harder when you have to call the shot and say, you know what, I'm not seeing any progress here. Because you're fighting with that internal voice that's like, but I want to wait, but I want to wait. Oh, maybe if I waited 5 more minutes, what if I waited 5 more days, if I waited 5 more weeks, if I waited 5 more months, if I waited 5 more years, maybe. No. No. You're the Emperor. You're the Empress, Aqua. Put your foot down on the situation and say, listen, it's been fun. I got stuff to do. You obviously have stuff to do because you've been doing your stuff and leaving me here. So let's just, let's call an ace an ace. Let's call it what it is and scrap this. And when you're serious, I'll still be here. Because whatever this isn't, you know, if this is a connection, for some of you, this is a connection. If this needs to come back, it will come back. And you won't have to do anything to attract it back. You guys will find each other. Okay. But there's no amount of law of attraction. There's no amount of wanting it. There's no amount of desire here that's going to bring this situation closer to you, okay, if it's not meant to be closer to you. Right now, you're supposed to let go of this. It's a lesson, okay? The Hierophant represents lessons as well. This is a lesson for you about being independent and calling the shots, doing what's right for you. The quicker you learn that lesson, the sooner you can come into union that will bring you true happiness, true commitment, and really what it is you really, really want. Whether it's with this person or another person that's better, of a stronger connection and what have you, okay? But this person is showing you a false mask, all right, Aqua? I'm sorry to say this person is showing you a false mask. Now is the time to call it like you see it, because you see it. Don't tell me you don't see it, because I see it here. You see it, and you've been seeing it. This person is not on the same page as you, and you're waiting around for nothing. They're lying to you. And I'm sorry to say it like that, but it is true. Someone here is giving you what you want to keep you on the line because they don't want to tell you that they're done for now. And you're holding on. And now is the time for you to stop holding on and worry about yourself instead of this other person or instead of this situation. And that's just the way it is. Okay? That's just the way it is. So we're going to go over to the extended. All right, we're going to go over to the extended. For those of you who are in separation, let's see what this person is hiding. This person who's not giving you the real deal, right? The person who's not sharing with you exactly what it is they're going through and all of that. They're giving you one song and dance, but really doing another. Let's see what they're up to. Let's see what they actually feel towards you, what they actually want to do towards you. And let's bring a little bit of light to this, right? What's the truth here? How do they really feel? What are they really doing? Okay. What else? And we'll explore this Hierophant, right? This new commitment, this new opportunity, if this is business for you, right? What this looks like business-wise, what this looks like, just this commitment overall. Okay, what this commitment is overall, what this business is overall, what is this? And then we'll do your best approach, okay? In this situation, your best approach. And it could be applicable in love or finance. So that's how the extended will be divided, I feel. For those of you who are in separation from a person, what is it that's going on behind the scenes that they're not telling you? For those who are also doing business and finance, this will also be kind of a love component. We'll explore what this commitment would look like. Okay, this commitment in love or in career and finance, and then ultimately the best approach for everyone involved across the board. Okay, that's what we'll do. Okay, so Aqua, I love you so much, to the moon and back. I love you, my dear, with all my heart. Thank you so much for being here with me. If this reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. If you want to follow me over to the extended, we will cover everything I just mentioned. The link is also in the link in the description box down below, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section down below, as well as a link to my personal booking system that I use. If you want a personal reading with me, we can do that there. And the link for that is all below as well. Okay, so guys, I love you. Thank you so much for being here with me, Aqua. I will see you later if I don't see you in the extended. Until next time. Mwah. Take care, okay?